Good morning. It is Friday, January 23rd. I just got home from another monitoring appointment. I think this is my 5th one. I don't know. I'm keeping track in my IVF journal, so it's somewhere there. But anyways. Yeah, I wanted to make this quick because I have Chick-fil-A waiting on me and we don't want this to get cold, okay? So yeah, another successful appointment. Everything looks great, feels great, seems great, growing great, all the typical things, which I'm very thankful for. And we're one day closer. Today is day 11 of IVF, which is still blowing my mind that we're in the double digits of IVF because I still haven't fully processed. I don't think it's fully set in that we're basically almost halfway done with this whole IVF journey. And we avoided it for so long, we prayed about it for so long, we've heard about it for so long, and we're here, and we're not just here, we're living it out. We're in it, we're in the thick of it. And I'm having such a positive experience, more than I ever thought I would for whatever the reason. But every time I talk about it, it's just whenever there has been a milestone in this journey, so trying new clinics and the whole Jacksonville adventure and surgery and my IUIs and now IVF, everything has just been an extra positive experience for me. And IVF seems to be no different. And are we surprised? I just feel whenever there's been a milestone, God just really comes through and really makes himself known. And so I'm loving that for me. I know not everyone can say that, especially about IVF, but I am just so thankful and really trying to appreciate the miracle of having a very seamless, positive IVF journey so far. Anyways, so since we had another great appointment, I treated myself to some Chick-fil-A because I've been trying to treat myself after every appointment just to celebrate the small stuff. So yeah. The treat of choice today was Chick-fil-A breakfast. And the update so far from today's appointment is on the right side, they found 3 bigger follicles, and then on the left ovary, they found still those 6 dominant ones that have pretty much been there since day 1. So yeah, today's total was 9, and the total has kind of been fluctuating through these appointments, which has been interesting, but that's just how it works. Things are growing at different paces, and some are hiding, some are not, and whatever. So again, the only number that really matters is how many we end up with on egg retrieval day, and then ultimately how many actually become embryos. So I'm not getting hung up on the numbers. It's hard not to though. But I'm celebrating the win of having 9 follicles today, especially with someone with a low egg count. Now I just gotta wait for the nurse to call me yet again with next steps. Tonight might actually be the trigger night, she's been saying. So she'll call me with the official results once my blood work gets back from this morning. And yeah, I could be doing the trigger shot tonight, which would mean 36 hours after that, I'll go in for the official egg retrieval. So there might be an egg retrieval this weekend, which is exciting because I kind of low-key feel like I've been mentally preparing to do an egg retrieval this weekend. And it would work out because it's not during work days and Alex can be there with me. So that would be really nice if God works it out that way. Otherwise, maybe the nurse calls me and says, we want to give your follicles 1 more day of medicine and growth. And so, I don't know, I ordered extra medicine just in case, an easy $700 out the window for that. But I don't want to be in an emergency situation where heaven forbid she does call me and she's like, actually, you're not gonna trigger tonight. We need you to do another night of medicine. And then I'm like, I don't have medicine. And then I have to freak out and run around town to find some. So I ordered some last night just in case. But tonight could very well be the trigger. The numbers were looking good. Things are growing bigger. I'm noticing it. I'm seeing it in my chart. So that's all exciting stuff. Yeah, I did another morning injection. So that's just been a real nice way to wake up every morning this week. But if I trigger tonight, I think that then I won't have to take any more morning shots, which will be nice. I can, at some point, sleep in again once all this is over. But okay, I think my food's getting cold. I'm gonna go and maybe I'll be back with an update, but that's it for now. Okay, I have an update. It's like, what time is it even? I feel like a lot has happened in the past several hours. Okay, it's 4:47. Long story short, the nurse finally called me and it looks like I'm doing the trigger shot tonight. I actually have 2 trigger shots. I thought I only had 1, so we're still gonna be doing 2 injections. But we'll be preparing for the egg retrieval, which will be 36 hours from the trigger shot tonight. So triggering tonight at 8:45 p.m. she said. You have to be specific because of that 36-hour window. And then the egg retrieval will be Sunday at 8:45 a.m. But we have to check in at 7:45 a.m. So that'll be another early morning, but we're used to it at this point. Speaking of early mornings, I have to go in again tomorrow morning anyways at 8:45 a.m. as well to do blood work to just verify that the trigger shot worked, because apparently if it doesn't work or if my body doesn't like react well to it or something, I'll still have the chance to maybe do 1 more trigger shot, just because once I take that first trigger, everything's kind of in that crunch time frame to prepare for the egg retrieval. So yeah, let's just hope I only need to take 1 trigger shot. That should be the case because I've done it before 3 times actually with our IUIs, so not worried about that. It's just more driving and more early morning appointments more than anything, but it's okay. It's okay. One of my friends is gonna go with me to tomorrow's appointment so that I'm not alone in the car, because apparently Alex has a pickleball tournament and he thought it was gonna be at night, but it's in the morning. So it's fine. Yeah, that's the big update. And she said, and I quote, these are her words, that everything this whole time, my blood work, my hormone levels, my uterus, my uterine lining, my follicles, my measurements, everything has looked picture perfect. So that's always good to hear. And my nurse is always so encouraging on these calls. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be crazy to see what number I actually end up with after all this. But yeah, we got 3 potential eggs on my right side and then 6 potential eggs on my left side. So, and then tomorrow night before the egg retrieval, I'll be taking these tablets that they prescribed me that basically are just preventative for like any possible infections that could come from the egg retrieval. But I'm not worried about those either. So yeah, we're on the up and up. We're so close. And I'm actually having a sleepover at our friend's house tonight, so we're gonna have a little trigger shot party and they're gonna be a part of it, which will be fun. So yeah, still feeling great, still feeling like my normal self, which I could not ask for anything more than that. And I know we got lots of people praying around this situation and praying around this weekend now, so yeah, I'm expecting God to show up like he always seems to do with things like this. And let's just pray at least for the minimum number of eggs, which is 9. That's the number we've been told. So I'll be okay with 6, I think. Well, I'll be okay with anything, but 6 might be a more realistic number. I don't know. But even after all that, the number that really matters is the embryos. That's what we're going after. The babies. So I've just been mentally preparing for like at least 1, hopefully 2 though, realistically, hopefully 2 solid, healthy, normal embryos when all is said and done. I can work with that. But we know God can do anything and make anything out of nothing. And so yeah, whatever it is, we'll end up with the number he wants us to have. And we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, let's just one step at a time. I'll probably be documenting my trigger shot tonight on my phone for TikTok. And then I'll probably be back on here for big egg retrieval day. So say a little extra prayer for me this weekend. And we'll see. I can't believe we're here. Okay, I gotta go.